Today is Wednesday. It is October 8th, 2K14. Today is Wednesday. Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I repeat myself. But I do repeat myself, and then I repeat myself. Anyway, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Hello, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good middle of the week. Glad to have you joining us again. Did you have a little problem there this morning? Getting started?
I kept repeating myself, but I kept repeating myself.
All right, we're cutting him off. He's
Okay.
done. You're done.
No more coffee.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, this Saturday, Kids Fest and Family Safety Day.
Yes, it is so much fun. If you have young children, Berkeley Mall is the place to be for this Health Fest. It's because it's all about health.
It is.
Health and safety.
But they do it in such a fun way.
They do. I mean, they have so many interactive games set up. The entire middle of the mall has booths set up of games and activities for young children. While they're playing activities, the parents are learning about safety tips, health tips that are provided in our community.
And what I like is that the youngsters learn as well, and the youngsters are told to go home and tell mom and dad how to do it.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But it's great. It's coming up this Saturday from 10 until 2 at Berkeley Mall. You learn fire, health, and safety tips, enjoy fun and games. There's going to be a bunch of music there, too.
That's right.
There's going to be a lot of serious picking and grinning. All right. You can visit the fire safety house. There's going to be all kinds of fire trucks set up, ladder trucks, rescue vehicles.
That's right. The kids can actually get in the fire trucks
yes,
and
they can.
get their pictures made and find out and learn a little more. Maybe honk the horn a little bit. Make the sirens come on for a minute or two.
I don't know about that. Anyway, Sparky the fire dog is going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great day. And what's that date again?
October
the 11th.
This Saturday.
All right.
Sparky the fire dog. You remember him?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I remember.
He had a hit recording.
Did he?
On the woof.
Aren't you funny? Aren't you funny, Wayne?
Okay. Well, if you're not a beach music fan, you have no idea what that's all
I
about.
am a beach music
All
fan,
right,
so I know
all right.
exactly what you're talking
on
about.
the woof. Anyway,
So that day, you have that going on in the mall.
that's going on at the mall.
That's the same day as Taste of Wayne.
Is it the same day?
Same day,
That's
so
this
from
Saturday.
11 until 1:30 this Saturday, right in front of City Hall. Come down and taste all the different, what they call culinary deliciousness that Wayne County has to offer. All ages welcome. You can find out more about it at unitedway.org, or you can just come right on out in front of City Hall from 11 until 1:30. You can get your tickets there. I think the tickets are $15. I'm not sure.
They are.
But you can sample and eat all day long as many times. Visit the different booths to find out what every single booth has to offer. Then usually they have specialty items, things that are a little bit unique and different to their particular restaurant. It is a yummy day.
It is, and over the last umpteen years, several times they have sold out of tickets.
Oh,
There's
yes.
only a limited number of tickets, so get your tickets now.
You can get them at unitedway.org.
There you go. There you go.
So that's all this Saturday.
Okay.
Then once again, on the 25th, two things are happening that I'm aware of.
Really?
The Community Soup Kitchen has a really chili challenge.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
talked about that
Yeah,
before.
we did talk about
If you want to come out and participate in that, and you get to do votes, so we get to pick all of those that come and try the chili, get to vote on which chili we think is the best.
Oh.
So there's lots of teams. I know BB&T has a team, TA Loving has a team, and the list goes. Seymour Johnson has a team. I think there's like 30 teams.
Yeah, that
Something
sounds about
like
right.
that,
There's a
about
lot
30
of people
teams.
involved with this thing, and a lot of people. And I don't think I've ever had any bad chili out there.
Oh, goodness,
It's
no.
all good.
Lots of music and entertainment and good food, and it is absolutely wonderful. It's all for a good cause, the Community Soup Kitchen of Wayne County.
It is. So go to the chili challenge and
It's at Waynesboro House parking lot.
try all the chili, and then pick the one either you like best or the one who
You wanna win.
who you want to win.
Yes, put all your coins in that one.
That's right. That's exactly right.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention here: Smokey Bear and Freddie the Fire Truck are going to be at the thing Saturday morning
At the mall.
at the mall.
Very
and
good.
You can also win a prize. They're gonna,
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're going to give away. They're going to have a drawing for bicycles.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I was right. Oh boy.
Fantastic. So this Saturday, you have 3 different things to choose from. Taste of Wayne, Kids Fest, and Really Chili Challenge.
That's right.
No, you
Boy.
don't. No, you don't. Really Chili Challenge is October 25th.
25th.
Just
yeah.
kidding.
There you go.
You have 2 things to
that
choose
was a
from.
test, right?
That was a test. Did you get it?
No, I failed that one.
So just 2 that we're aware of. The one at the mall, Kids Fest, Taste of Wayne in front of City Hall. There you go.
Okay.
We're
Okay,
trying.
we are very trying. I know we are. But anyway, we're going to go on to whatever it is. Oh, this is global. This is Men Who Care Global. That's up next. let's find out a little bit about you first. Tell me about Octavius Murphy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
I'm glad you're here, man.
Octavius Murphy, who is this person?
Who is this guy here?
Octavius, actually, I relocated back to Goldsboro in July of 2013. I have a plus 25-year career in insurance. And a good friend of mine named Chris Humphrey gave me a call last year and said, Octavius, would you consider coming back to Goldsboro? And I said, are you kidding me? But after we got to talking and the possibilities of me coming back to Goldsboro and spending time with my parents and just being home just became very inviting. So we both made it happen, and I'm here in Goldsboro, and I'm excited.
That's great. Well, where were you for so long?
I was in, I lived in Greensboro. I built an insurance practice for 19 years in Greensboro, and then I moved to Winston-Salem, and then for 11 years or so. Then I finished my corporate ambitions in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So the last 3 years were in Charlotte.
We're in Charlotte. And you mentioned your parents. Who are your parents? They still live here?
They are. My parents are Ivory and Doris Murphy.
Oh, okay.
My father, Ivory, retired from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, and he also retired from Allstate Insurance Company.
Okay.
And later sold his business to Chris Humphrey.
Aha! Okay, now we know. All
Yeah.
right. I'm glad you're here, and I want to find out about Men Who Care Global.
Okay.
Now, what is that? How long has it been around, and what areas would you find this organization?
Thank you for asking. Men Who Care Global was founded in Charlotte a few years ago. It was founded by Ron Leeper. A group of men got together because they wanted to do something about the violence in the community, and they wanted to be more of a resource for youth, young adults who need our help. So after a shooting that took place in Charlotte, uptown Charlotte, Ron developed Men Who Care Global. It's where a number of men who've come together for the benefit of being a resource for those children ages 13 to 22.
Okay. So, from Charlotte, I take it the organization grew to cover a wider area, of course.
Well,
and that's why you're here.
That is why I'm here. That is exactly right.
All right. So, the ages again, 13 to 22?
In Charlotte,
In
yes.
Charlotte.
We're starting a local chapter here in Goldsboro, and our demographics are different. Our demographics are ages 6 through 18.
Okay.
We want to be more effective with children at an earlier age here.
These men you mentioned, the resources, from where do they come? Who are they? And
Good question.
why do they get involved?
Well, it's fascinating, and I asked myself the same question. But what I've done, I've approached several people here in Goldsboro, great people in our community who we consider successful and just local people. And for the most part, nobody has said no. They didn't want to be involved.
Oh.
It's so
That's
encouraging. One of my good friends, Victor Young, he's a 30-plus year friend, knew me before I was even I had even graduated from high school.
Wow.
I approached him and said, can we do this? And I really wanted him to be the leader of the organization because he knows everybody's grandparents, the parents, the children, the grandchildren. He knows everybody in the community. And when it comes to trust, you don't have to question the dedication and his commitment. So I said, you think we can make this happen? He said, sure we can. I said, will you lead it? He said, sure I will. And then a day later, he comes up with, I can't lead it.
Uh-oh.
I got a better person for you.
Oh.
And then he introduced me to his son, Victor Young II.
Oh, okay.
And what a meeting. Victor Young II is a little younger than us.
Oh, okay.
And he's got a beautiful family and beautiful children. He can relate to these children much better than we can because it's closer.
Right.
So the board of directors all got together and decided he would be our fearless executive director.
Okay.
So we found one.
All right. Now, so how many men, do you have a number of men who are involved with the program?
We do, and I refer to the group of men as our leadership team. Right now we have an executive board and an advisory council and an executive directory. There are about 20 of us. We're still in the process of structure, becoming more structured, incorporated. We're affiliated with the Charlotte organization with our 501(c) status.
Right.
But we want our own identity here, so we're in the process of seeking that out at this time.
Now, this is brand new, isn't it?
Oh, this is for Goldsboro. This is brand new.
Just getting underway.
The concept is not new.
No.
Being a resource for children, that's not new. But just coming from all walks of life in Goldsboro, North Carolina, is brand new. Because these men, you asked earlier, who are these men? They're your local attorneys. They're your local mechanics. They're your local plumbers. They're your doctors. They're your insurance advisors. They're just normal people who have decided to take off all their stripes and affect the lives of others. And they're doing that. They've started mentoring these children in school systems, and they don't care who gets the credit. They just, it's amazing.
All right, let me ask you a really silly question here. Why are these men doing this? Why do we feel these young people, ages 6 to whatever, need help?
Well, the men are doing this because they know they can make a difference in these children's lives, and they're committed to not only serving others but serving the community. And they see the children in the school systems. They see the lack of resources, so they want to engage in these kids' life. They want to be their coaches. They want to be their advisors. They want to be their mentors. They want to just be their friends. So they said, I will do it. And that's kind of the level of every individual in the organization. We'll probably have some 20 men who are representing us now.
All right. Now, does this cover only the Wayne County area or just Goldsboro? Or
right now it's just Goldsboro.
Just Goldsboro, okay.
But it is a Wayne County initiative. Right. A wish list. The first thing on our wish list would be to grow the county. Right now we're in 1 school. We hope to be in 2 to 3 schools by this time next year, effectively affecting the lives of these children.
All right. What are the plans? How do you help these children? What's the step you go through?
Well, the process is first. We're relying on the leadership at the local school system. They identify the child who could benefit from our resources, which are the mentoring, the coaching, the friends, and the lunch buddies.
Right.
Once that child is identified, we then come in on a regular basis, weekly basis, 2 or 3 times each week, and meet with these children. During the meetings, we're having conversations about how do they define success. What do they want to be when they grow up? We still ask ourselves that too. Right. But it gives us an opportunity to talk and communicate and build the confidence of these kids. That's vital to their success. We want to make sure that they know that they can achieve any goals and objectives that they desire in life if they put a plan together and work that plan and pursue it diligently.
Octavius, the children, obviously there's a need, and you read in the paper, you hear on the news, and through all kinds of news sources, your friends are talking about the children, younger people are just, they seem to be losing sight. They seem to be more involved with electronics and with technology and their iPads and computers and laptops and their music MP3s. but there are some children who are not. There's some who are still focused. How do we bring them back into focus on what we consider to be the important things they should be interested in?
You know, that's a great question, and a number of people are asked that same question on a daily basis. We look at it is from a standpoint of how do we get this child believing in themselves? How do we build their confidence? How do we get this child determined at a young age that he can achieve the things in life that he would like to achieve? And we do that by being coming in and being that example. An example of a positive influence in somebody's life. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. We're nowhere near perfect men. But we are men who are committed to changing the lives of these children. Right today, to your point, they're influenced by iPods and games.
Yes.
We were outside playing basketball in the dirt and playing baseball and ball fields and softball. But these kids, to a large degree, their attention span goes to electronics. And that's the difference. This is even a challenge for us because we can't relate to these electronics.
Well, but this is electronics is good. We're not knocking those.
Awesome.
But these children need role models.
These children need positive role models in their lives.
Positive role models.
Positive role models on a daily basis. Yes. And that's why we are going to them in the school system.
Okay.
They have to come to school. They have to.
It's the law.
It's the law. They have to give that instructor their attention.
Right.
And while we're there, they have to give us their attention. So we take advantage of that time.
All right. You find your children in the schools, the local schools. Are there any other ways that children are referred to you?
Right now, that's the only way.
Okay.
We will later incorporate with some of the organizations like Community and Schools, that Boys and Girls Club. We will engage in partnerships with them at some time in the future.
Well, I would think that to get off the ground, since it is such a new organization, that the quickest way to get started would be to find your sources in the schools.
Absolutely.
Right.
That was one of my goals, to establish a solid foundation. So I went to the chief of police. I went to the sheriff's office.
Right.
I went to the mayor's office.
Right.
And all these components we're partnering together to make sure this opportunity is a success here in Goldsboro.
So how do we find out more about Men Who Care Global?
Well, go to our website.
And isn't that funny? It just appeared on the screen.
Did it?
It's right there. See there? Right there.
And right here.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Unintended.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, absolutely. menwhocareglobal.org is our website, and you can contact any of our leaders, and because we're stretched out throughout the community. But that's the main source.
I might mention that 855 number is a toll-free number on the screen.
That is correct.
855-692-4562 is toll-free, and if someone calls that number, can they be referred to you here locally?
Absolutely. They'll reach Victor Earl, our director in Charlotte.
Okay.
And Victor will forward that information to me. Victor Earl, that's our fearless leader in Charlotte.
Right.
I've learned a lot from that young man. Just his commitment, his desire to want to make a difference in someone's life. But he's been here to Goldsboro to talk to our leadership team, and he's got us all pumped up.
Oh man,
he's got us ready to go. But yeah, the information will go straight to him via email, via the website, or the toll-free number.
And if you want to email, that's info@mwcmenwhocareglobal.org. mwcglobal.org. That toll-free number again is 1-855-692-4562. Our guest has been Octavius Murphy, That's Ivory and Doris's little baby boy. Octavius, thank you so much for being in today.
You're quite welcome.
And best of luck to you there, and we hope to have you back in soon to tell us more about Men Who Care Global.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Joining me in the studio today is Willis Brown. He is a member and a board member of the Mount Olive Area Chamber of Commerce, and he's here to tell us what's happening in Mount Olive, North Carolina. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you, Willis.
Well, thank you. It's nice being here. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. We always enjoy having someone, and it's always someone different, coming from Mount Olive to talk about what events are happening in the area. Julie, of course, the president, comes down quite a bit, and we always are entertained by Julie and have a good time with her.
So, that's right.
She is just such a good asset for the chamber and for her community, honestly. She's so full of zest in life, and we appreciate the fact that you all are working together so hard to constantly have things happening in Mount Olive and staying so successful. So can you tell me, Willis, a little more about what advantages do people in Mount Olive and businesses in Mount Olive have to being a member of the chamber?
Well, you've already mentioned one of them in the president, Julie Beck. She has brought things to our community that just haven't been there otherwise. Of course, she's been there a long time.
Exactly.
And she was the driving force, I guess, behind the park renovation.
That's right.
And a lot of areas of the community have her stamp on them.
How about the North Carolina Pickle Festival?
Right.
Look at how it has grown, and she's been a part of it from the very first year when it was organized.
Oh, yeah.
To years later, here we are, celebrating many, many years of success and the growth that that has turned into, from the Mount Olive Pickle Festival to the North Carolina Pickle Festival, being recognized all across the state and nation with awards.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. Just a tiny bit of what you all do.
No, and as social as she is, she has gone beyond that and now has a consortium of festivals drawing in people and festivals from all over eastern North Carolina. And she is very excited about that.
I'm
I know
sure.
she'd love to have that mentioned, and it looks like it's off the ground and a coordination that will help all of us in eastern North Carolina.
That is amazing and does not surprise me at all.
No, that is true. Yeah,
doesn't surprise
she
me.
is so active internationally, and I think she's got 20 gazillion friends on Facebook.
Isn't that
and
the
so,
truth? Well, she travels
right.
all over the world.
Yeah, and somebody called or contacted her from South Africa asking about the chamber about 2 weeks ago. And so mentioning benefits of the Mount Olive Chamber includes all of those contacts that people hear about from all over the world. It's great.
It really is. You know, being a member of any Chamber of Commerce just really sort of opens the door for you to have contacts all across your community, the strongest all across your community, and then they sort of branch out all over the world.
Yeah, because she is very much involved with Kate here at
Absolutely,
Wayne
County.
And that
they work
has
hand
been,
in hand.
Right. That has been a huge benefit for us.
Absolutely.
in
And I know you all have partnered on quite a few things.
Yeah,
The
that's
Goldsboro
right.
and the Mount Olive Chamber. So you all have a very busy chamber. So tell me some of the events that are coming up.
Well, we've just finished with the reverse raffle. That's one of our big events of the year.
I knew it was.
We now have an event that has a name, a place. We don't have a time.
Okay,
So
that's okay.
It's the Downtown Doozy, and several members of the community have mentioned that as an event that might fit logically in October. Well, we're now trying to find a date that doesn't have a conflict, which is impossible
That is
for the month
interesting,
of
isn't it?
October.
I know.
But whenever it occurs, the brand new, beautiful Steele Memorial Library
yes.
will be open, and there will be businesses downtown that will be open, and we'll have children's games and things. So as soon as we get that on the calendar, we'll surely put it on our website, which also is in flux. And so if you are going to our website, the easiest way may be to Google the Mount Olive area, North Carolina. There are a lot of Mount Olives.
Yes.
Mount Olive Area Chamber of Commerce, and it should appear there soon.
Excellent.
It's going to be beautiful. It's
I'm
been very
sure it
functional,
is.
but I think the renovation is going to really include a lot of other things.
And websites are very important, aren't they?
they are.
They're your eyeballs for the world.
Right.
They really,
That's
really
true.
are. So you've got a downtown doozy coming up
Downtown
sometime in
Doozy.
October.
Right. And in November, we'll have the Mount Olive Mingle, and that's going to be at Ribeyes, and it's going to be on November the 21st. And the band Spare Change, which
is fantastic.
Great. They really are. And it will be from 9:30 until 11:30.
At Ribeyes and Mount Olive.
Anyone can come. You're very welcome. And the chamber usually tries to have at least one event a month where we can contact people and they can contact us. And that will be November. And of course, in December, December the 5th, is the event where all the businesses in town open for that evening. And the Historical Museum opens that night.
Nice.
And Santa appears.
Of course he does.
And then the next day is the Christmas parade there, December the 6th, Saturday.
So we're asking merchants to go downtown and shop that night?
Absolutely.
Or people in the community to go downtown and shop since the merchants will be open?
That's right, and visit our museum. That will be very nice.
That's right, of course. Of course. Can you tell us where the museum is downtown?
Yeah, it's right behind Southern Bank.
Okay, perfect.
So it's right there on Main Street. So.
There you go. So parade and all is going to be taking place on December the
6th, that morning.
Very first Saturday in
December. That's right.
Wow, well you all have a full schedule from October through December.
Oh yes, it is.
You are a busy community and a beautiful community. As a matter of fact, I was just there a couple of days ago riding through and remembering what a special little town that is.
Oh, it is.
It really is such a quaint, beautiful area that is you all have taken such good care of. And I know you're proud.
Well, oh yes, and there are so many great memories around there.
Oh, absolutely.
The future looks great. The community is gaining diversity, I guess, like all communities.
That's right.
We've had 2 world-famous artists from Haiti to move into the community.
Wonderful.
And in fact, they had a reception and a showing at one of the museums in Chapel Hill.
That's
and
excellent.
They were celebrated by Duke and UNC Chapel Hill. And so these communities have added so much to our community. It's been so nice being involved with that.
Well, you know, now you have the University of Mount Olive.
That's right.
So you all have ever-changing and growing things happening right there.
Oh, yes, that's true.
And it's showcased constantly across our community. I hear people talking about it. And sometimes I will say, when they say UMO, I'm like, what?
Oh, we still have
It takes me a
trouble.
minute, you know, oh, that's the University of Mount Olive.
It's usually a stutter.
Yeah.
We work or we're associated with UMO. No, UMO. So
That's
we
exactly
have to
right.
learn about that too. So.
Well, you're a growing community. Sounds like you're busy. You have a fantastic board that is the driving force behind the Chamber of Commerce in Mount Olive. It's made up of all volunteers.
Yes,
So thank you all for what you do in Mount Olive. Come back anytime. Give us some updates on what's going to be happening as we get a little bit closer to your November and December events. We'd love to have you come back.
Well, great. Thanks
Good to
a
have
lot
you on
for
the
what
show.
you do. It's
Absolutely.
great being here.
Glad to have you. And that's what's happening at Mount Olive Chamber of Commerce.
Well, that's very interesting. Now, young men, ages, I can't recall what he said, it seemed like he said 6 to early teens, who are headed for trouble. This organization can help. And they're just getting on the ground here. This is a proven program that, as you heard him mention, the proven program, Octavius mentioned, proven program is started in Charlotte and is spreading quickly across the whole country. And it's here in Wayne County. And they can do some serious work with young people headed in the wrong direction. Okay, let's take a look at birthdays here very quickly.
All
then
right.
I'm going to tell you why October is Fire Prevention Month.
Okay. Please do.
Paul Hogan is having a birthday, the actor known as Crocodile Dundee.
Yes.
All right, he is 75 today.
Oh my goodness. Time has flown.
Actually ended up marrying his co-star in one of the early Crocodile Dundee movies.
Did he?
Yeah, the blonde girl, I can't remember her name. Oh, are they? Okay, so they're separated now. Okay, boy, that was quick. Boom. Okay, Chevy Chase.
Yes.
Whose real name is Cornelius.
Oh, wow.
And I can't help but think that I won't get into that.
So how old is he?
He's 71. Cornelius Crane Chase. Okay, also, yeah, I'd be called Chevy too.
Wouldn't we all?
Well, anyway.
Cornelius.
I like his movies and I like his characters.
Yes.
Can't say that for him.
Really?
I like his characters.
Spend a lot of time with him?
Yeah, he and I are like that. Yeah. Anyway, Sarah Purcell's having a birthday. She is 66 today. She was on Real People on TV. Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, really? How old is she?
Her name is Susan, by the way. Her real name is Susan. She is 65 today.
Wow.
65. Looking good for 65.
Yeah, she looks pretty good for 65.
Yeah, she
pretty
does.
real good.
Cool's having a birthday. Remember Cool in the Gang?
Yes, I do.
Robert Bell. Boy, has he got talent. Cool in the Gang, Robert Cool Bell is 64 today. Michael Dudikoff is an actor. He was in Virtual Assassin, Soldier Boys, Human Shield, and a bunch of other stuff. Did a lot of ninja-type movies. 60 he is today. And Stephanie Zimbalist.
How do we know her?
From Remington Steele.
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh,
and
yes.
She is, as many people know, the daughter of Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. had a famous father, and I can't remember his name, but his father was a concert conductor.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ephraim Zimbalist. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. was a star of FBI back in the 70s on television. Fantastic. You hear what she's saying?
Yes.
Yeah, but see, that's just a joke of mine. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.'s father's name was Bert.
Oh.
Not really. Anyway, enough of that garbage. I mean, enough of that.
Oh, yes, and happy birthday if it's your special day.
Yes,
Right.
happy everything.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Blood drives tomorrow. Make
Yep.
plans now.
Yes.
That's right. Make your plans now. Goldsboro Milling Company tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, be there.
And Goldsboro City employees. Now, don't go to one and then try to go to the other
No.
one. No.
Blood
Anyway.
given once a day. Actually, you can only give it every how many?
56
days.
Yeah. Anyway, Goldsboro Milling Company's main building, and then the W.A. Foster Recreation Center.
We want to encourage all city employees, come on out to W.A. Foster and give blood if you can.
Now, on a serious note, here's Kim.
Well, actually, what I'm going to talk about is not extremely serious,
Oh.
but it's
Oh.
actually fun.
Oh.
Our Downtown Development Corporation, you know how they always have fun events.
Yes.
Very unique and different. Well, this year they have teamed up with the Chamber of Commerce and they're having a creepy crawl on Halloween along with a monster bash.
Really?
So a creepy crawl is where you go to different restaurants all downtown Goldsboro
Oh, okay.
throughout that night dressed in costume, and
Yeah.
they'll have different restaurants will have different food specials, drink specials. You'll win best costume and that type thing. And then there'll be live music, and the list goes on and on. But then there will be a monster bash, which is actually a party that you can go to afterwards if you so
okay.
choose.
Okay.
To find out more about that, visit the Chamber of Commerce's website, but it's called the Creepy Crawl and the Monster Bash. That is all October the 30th, beginning at 8 p.m.
All right. Well, today is the 8th of October. Today
it
is Emergency Nurses Day.
Really?
Yeah, and they're so important.
Oh my gosh.
In our emergency department here at Wayne Memorial Hospital, they certainly do a fantastic job.
They do, and if you've not been since they have remodeled, it is fabulous. I mean, we are top-notch here in Wayne County.
We are. It
Yes, we
is.
are.
If you haven't been out there, you really need to go and check that out. It's also World Octopus Day.
Well, there you go. We all needed to know that.
Thank you very much. Let's go and come back tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
We'll be back at this time tomorrow. We'll see you at that time right here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. So until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.